Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching from. I have a topic to present this afternoon titled Warehouse Safety Principles. Six guidelines to keep your warehouse workplace safe. When it comes to warehouse safety, there are many benefits that are often overlooked. Safety procedures are frequently disregarded in a variety of workplaces due to insufficient time, inadequate resources, or an opportunity to cut corners in attempt to save money. However, when safety procedures are soundly implemented, there are major benefits such as higher employee satisfaction as well as increase in productivity. By minimizing the risk of injury, fewer workplace disruption take place and absenteeism associated with injury is also reduced. Equipment downtime is another factor which can be avoided through the appropriate use of safety procedures. Here are some safety guidelines to help you keep your warehouse safe. If you're working in a warehouse or factory that has a warehouse, number one procedure is ensure your safety equipment is used at all times. In the warehouse, it is vital that forklift or hydraulic dories or pallet jack are used to lift items that are too heavy. Appropriate eyewear and hazards should also be worn when required. You have to put on your eye goggle or your hazard when required. Employees should be aware of emergency exits and spray cloud installed in the loop should not be blocked. Every emergency exit, an employee should be aware of it, and also be aware of the sprinklers that is installed in the loop should not be blocked. Safety equipment is implemented in order to minimize workplace injury. Although it is time consuming to initiate its use, but it can save life. Number second one to keep your warehouse safe is eliminate any potential safety hazard. Ensure that all warehouse floors are free from slip, trips hazard. It is important that this safety check is carried out on regular basis by all employees, and the floor is always free of stray cord. The floor is always free from stray cord that can slip and trip somebody, and liquid and any other form of potential hazardous item. It is also essential that any cracks or pit in the floor are attended to so that it cannot cause a serious injury to an employee or even an employer, or even damage a heavy expensive machinery. Number third tips to principles to keep your warehouse safe is clearly label designated hazardous zone. Dangerous equipment should be stored away in the area that is clearly labeled, and safe walkway should be highlighted through necessary signage. Dangerous equipment should be kept away from a designated area, and a signage should also indicate that this place is meant for for storage of hazardous chemical, or this place is a walkway. They should use something like a signage to identify all these things in order to avoid accident. The easiest way to eliminate hazardous zone is by using tape or painting black and white slips on the floor of the designated area. This enables employees to be aware of the dangerous surroundings and can be useful in avoiding accidents that can cause serious injury. Number four tip is always use safety lifting techniques. When a load requires transporting, the first thing you have to do is to assess what method is the best option for its movement. If lifting is the most suitable method, the first thing you have to do is to check the route to ensure that there is no obstacle on the way, and to ensure that there is enough space for the load to reach its destination. Self-lifting techniques should always be carried out, and the road should not obstruct the view of the lifter. If you are carrying a load manually, ensure that the load did not obstruct your view. If the road obstructs your view, ensures that you call for help. How can you call for help? Is to involve a forklift operator or a pallet jack or a colleagues who can be watching out for you so that you can lift and be safe. Use all material handling equipment carefully and follow proper operating procedure, including push rather than pull. You push rather than pull. Whenever possible, lean in whenever possible. we are pulling, always ensure that there's no cluster on the road, and never drive a forklift or other powered equipment without training or authorization. Do not use any equipment that you are not trained to use. If you're not an authorized forklift operator, do not use. The fifth one is provide training and refresher courses. Ensure that all your staff are educated and up to date with knowledge about safety practices within the workplace. This allows for greater adherence to procedure, as a staff member will be completely aware of the consequences that can emanate from an unsafe workplace. Accidents most commonly occur when corners are cut in an attempt to save time. If staff and management are completely aware of the repercussions that can arise from this fact, procedure may be followed more closely. These are the 5 tips. Number 6 tips, which is the last, is promote awareness in your work in your warehouse. Having a sense of awareness in the workplace is important for safety factor. This can be achieved through communication between staff members, by employees being vocal and yelling out to others. The allocation collision incident can drastically reduce when carrying items or driving machinery. A simple coming through can alert other co-workers of their whereabouts and can allow them to steer clear of dangerous paths. All staff members should be encouraged to be constantly aware of what's around them and to communicate where they are to ensure the avoidance of collision accidents. These are the tips you need to follow to be safe. Thanks you. See you later. Follow my page, Prince Arthur Azuka. Follow my second page, Knowledge Connect TV. Follow my YouTube channel, Knowledge Connect TV. And also follow my last page, Knowledge Connect Alliance. See you later in the day. Thank you. I'm blessed.